Evening, everyone.
Hi everyone! Welcome sa daldalang walang curfew!
Usapang di nalalockdown. Welcome to QuaranTALK.
QuaranTALK!
So today,
Jules.
hi Aya. Today is the 74th day since ECQ was declared. Yung iba hindi nagkakatugma sa numbers natin kasi yung ano, 'di ba prior to ECQ may mga certain lockdowns pa. Pero ECQ yung basis natin kaya 74.
Right. Okay, so let's now update the numbers about the COVID-19 cases kasi interesting ang data natin tonight.
Yan, habang hinahanap ko yung ating visual, hindi naging common yung time kasi 4 p.m. usually, 'di ba? Today na ilabas siya ng 9 o'clock. So hindi po 4 p.m. Wala namang nilagay na 4 p.m. Okay. So as of today, we have 16,000. Okay, this is the highest na surge natin for a daily basis record. 16,634. Ang death toll natin nasa 942 at ang total recoveries natin at 3,720.
Okay, so just to update you guys on the numbers, para makita niyo yung difference ng data, we'll also try to explain after. For today, there are 1,046 new confirmed cases reported today, 29th,
Yes.
and we have 539 cases reported yesterday, May 28th. Okay, 21 deaths were reported today, and 122 more patients have recovered as reported today. So again, these are reports that were confirmed today kasi again, may mga data ang mga laboratories na nag-pile up over the last couple of days or maybe even weeks. And these are not immediately updated dun sa daily 4 p.m. na nailalabas ng Department of Health. But now with the new information systems and scheme on gathering and processing the data, nag-keep up na ulit ang Department of Health on the confirmed cases. Kaya nag-confirm ng 1,046 new cases. Na yun yung nadagdag kung bakit from 15,000 nagkaroon tayo ng 16,000 confirmed cases. Jules?
Right. Yeah, I wanna show this visual from GMA naman. Kasi ito nga yung bago sa pag-take natin sa cases today. So, classify na ng DOH to fresh cases and late cases. Sabi nga ng isang expert, parang dito pa lang sa Philippines nagkaroon ng ganitong classification. Internationally, wala daw ganito. So, this is something new. Siguro ambag ng Pilipinas pagdating sa usapin ng COVID. May fresh cases tayo, ito yung new validated cases per day. Tapos may late cases that were reported late. I think, Aya, this is, ayan. This is, sorry, bumalik. This is a com strategy. Diba? Kasi for the past weeks, past days din naman, may mga late talaga. 'Di ba? May mga late na data na nare-record pero ngayon lang naisip ng DOH na ipasok yung ganitong klaseng classification. Maybe, I'm just assuming, para hindi mataranta yung mga viewers, yung mga audiences pag nakita nilang 1,000 plus ang bagong cases today. Ikaw, comms perspective.
I'd like to think that this is an effort to put things in proper context that yes, kahit na mababa yung numbers, no, meron pa talagang backlog. And this is how we're addressing it. Pero kailangan malinaw at siguro ma-reiterate sa public kung ano yung difference ng fresh cases, late cases, at yung mga bagong data na report. So again, you can expect that from the 16,000 tomorrow, the new numbers would be much higher kapag lalo pang nag-pile up yung mga bagong confirmed cases. Also, it just bothers me because we know that there's a backlog, but I wonder which data the government is referring to whenever we're making decisions. Are we referring to the raw data? Or are we referring to the confirmed cases or the confirmed numbers of cases, which is significantly lower than the actual number of tests that came back positive. So, ayan. So, I hope that our capacity in gathering the information and the data reporting would be much faster and more efficient. We're seeing the efforts of the government, of the different people behind this. But, yeah, there's a lot more work to be done.
Okay. Another big news, of course, on June 1st will be GCQ na pagdating sa NCR. Okay? Starting on Monday. Okay, so mixed reactions, of course, from the public kasi nga ito yung time na nakikita natin may surge ng pagtaas sa mga cases, but then again, the comms of DOH is saying na may fresh and may late cases. Pero yeah, we are entering the new normal. Okay, so transportation-wise, yan ang pag-uusapan naman natin sa ating next topic. Go ahead.
Okay, so simula Lunes June 1, ang Metro Manila, as you said, ay matasailalim na sa General Community Quarantine or GCQ. Ibig sabihin, luluwag yung ibang restrictions. Kasama na dyan ang pampublikong sasakyan na pwedeng pumasada. So una dyan, ang trains, yung ilang buses, kasama ang P2P buses or point-to-point buses, taxi at transport network vehicles or TNVs gaya ng Grab, car at iba pa. Pero limited capacity lang ang papayagan para siguraduhin may social distancing. If our next visual is available, I'm not sure, but there's a DOTR released this diagram there showing kung ano yung bago, yung allowed capacity lang ng bawat sasakyan pag bumiyahe sila. So again, wala pang ring go signal para sa ibang mga sasakyan at wala pa ring bumabiyahe na provincial buses sa Metro Manila. So base po yan sa guidelines ng IATF at ng Department of Transportation. So sa ngayon, again, reminder, ngayon hanggang linggo, nasa modified ECQ pa rin ang Metro Manila. On Monday, June 1, diyan may implement ang GCQ.
Okay, ayan na. So mag-abang po tayo. Hindi ibig sabihin na mag-abang maghanda po tayo. Hindi ibig sabihin GCQ na magiging kampante na tayo. So dapat iba yung pag-iingat pa rin, paggamit ng mask, social distancing, syempre wash your hands, and consult your guardian angel.
Talk to them always.
Okay. Meron ng guardian angel ngayon.
Isa pang concern ng public, syempre, ang filing bills. Hindi to bills sa Kongreso, kundi actual bills na kailangan bayaran. So, usaping bayarin para sa mga naipong bill charges habang naka-lockdown, hahatiin po sa 3 hanggang 4 na buwan yung mga naipong konsumo ng tubig sa panahon ng enhanced at modified community quarantine. So yan ay ayon sa Metropolitan Waterworks and Sewerage System or MWSS. So starting June, starting next month, next week, magbabasa na ulit, mag-meter reading na ulit ang Maynilad at Manila Water. So yung naipong konsumo mula ng last reading, which would be maybe Feb 20, and then another one ng March, hahatiin sa 3 or 4 na buwan yung konsumo nyo sa tubig. Kasi kapag daw mas malaki ang konsumo mo sa tubig, mas mataas din ang rate na tubig. So yan, mababasa niyo po yung article na yan sa news.abs-cbn.com with that title. So you can look it up and you can see the details there.
It goes the same with Meralco. I had a chat with Mr. Jules Zaldariaga, the spokesperson of Meralco. Na-shock nga lahat ng mga tao na nakita nila yung bill nila for May. And sinasabi nga nila, now, don't mind it muna. Wag muna bayaran. Kasi ang gagawin nila is stretch nila yun to certain months. Para parang, tawag dito, parang hatiin nila per month para hindi mabigat sa lahat ng mga consumers.
Okay. Yes, kasi ang dami ring backlash na nangyari and panic, after receiving some statements. So, yan. Now we'll move on to another trending topic in the past couple of days. Well, hindi naman
very nice trending topic.
On social media. Pero sa mga nakaraang mga linggo, may mga bagong innovations na nakita tayo, Isa na dito ang transparent face masks. Yan. So, ayun, bukod sa mga initiatives, fundraising, volunteer drives, etc., meron din mga ganitong bagong products na nabubuo to aid certain sectors in our society. For this one, this is especially designed para sa mga deaf and sa mga may hirap sa pandinig. Yan, hindi kasi nila nakikita yung buka ng bibig ng kausap nila at nakatakip yung kalahati ng mukha ng mga kausap nila or ng tao nagsasalita. So, mas mahirap sa kanila kasi minsan binabasa nila, nagle-lip reading sila, binabasa nila yung buka ng bibig ng taong nagsasalita. So, importante to, no? Kasi it's a new innovation, it's addressing a need. And, ayan, so higit sa 100 volunteers sa Belgium ang nagsimulang gumawa nitong transparent face mask. Ang nakakatawa dyan, merong isang bookbinding business. It's a local business in Brussels na ginamit nila yung facility nila to create these face masks, to create 10,000 face masks over there. So yun. So it helped the differently abled community and addressing a need also. So that's one innovation that was brought about by this pandemic to address a need. Yeah, so para sa iba pang mga innovations like that and social enterprises, you can visit on Facebook, look up UNSDG Action Campaign. It's a Facebook page, UNSDG Action Campaign, for more innovations like that from around the world.
On the other note, no, yung maganda rin dyan, di ba? Ngayong naka-mask lahat, hindi mo nakikita yung mga ngiti ng mga tao. So ngayon, makikita mo na nagsasmile pa rin kahit na merong konting cover. Innovation to be happy. Okay. Ayan. So, ang next natin, syempre, ang meat ng ating show, this is QuaranTHINKING. So, ito po yung pinipili nating mga topics per episode natin. And right now, we are focusing on innovations amid the pandemic. Yeah?
Yes. So, ano pa yung ibang mga solutions na nagagawa natin in response to COVID-19? So, kasama natin ngayong gabi ang isa sa mga tao sa likod ng Kira, the Contra COVID-19 app, at co-founder ng AI for Gov. It's a startup led by millennials. So, kasama natin our good friend, Lei Motilla. Lei.
Yan si Lei in 3, 2, and 1. Hi, Lei!
Hi, Lei!
Ay, wait lang, nakamute pa pala siya. Isa pa, hi, Lei!
Hi, hello. Hi, everyone.
Ay, from Vietnam, nasa Vietnam ka pa rin?
Yes, nasa Vietnam pa din.
At syempre, hindi pa siya makauwi dahil din sa mga restrictions sa mga flights. Pero alam mo, Lei, para happy lang, alam mo ba, minsan kinakausap ko lang si Kira kapag bored ako.
Nakakasagot na ba siya ng tama?
Nakakasagot naman siya. Sige, Uya, simulan mo ng usapan.
Ay, okay. Ako talaga mag-start. Sige, Lei. Siguro, kasi ang focus natin tonight ay innovations. Can you define for us and our viewers what innovation is? Because it's kind of intimidating still for some.
I think yung easy way to define innovation would just be addressing a need in new and creative ways. So, hindi kailangan laging mag-invent. Diba? Kasi minsan, other people would relate innovation to an invention na kailangan kang gumawa ng something new. Pero pwede rin naman na you apply what exists in new ways, in creative ways. Pwede siya na yung process lang, yung in-innovate mo, but then it addresses in a better way. So, yun.
Okay. So, you are part of AI for Gov. Okay. So, ito, as a public ad student, nung nag-aaral ako few years ago on public ad, hindi masyado na pag-uusapan yung mga technology, mga iba't ibang advancements. So, ano yung ginawa nyong fusion ng technology at governance para mabuo nyo itong grupo na to?
I think dun muna tayo mag-start sa pinanggalingan ng AI for Gov. So, I think yung AI for Gov kasi, it's a story of growth din. Kasi, and this is something na I think mag-resonate definitely din sa viewers ng QuaranTALK. Kasi like you, diba, we started as youth leaders muna, diba? So like I didn't came from a technology background. I graduated community development background. But then after that, diba, you expand your leadership networks, and then one thing leads to another, and then the next thing you know, you have a wider network, wider understanding, wider opportunities, and then eventually that led to yung mga stint ko sa like ASEAN Youth Community, 21st Century Skills. At doon ako actually unang na-introduce sa artificial intelligence and all of these. Kasi when you're in Singapore, di ba, every street there, makakita ka ng banners na, are you fourth industrial revolution ready? AI here, blockchain, etc. So actually, that was my first introduction to all of that. So basically, it's a collision eh. Para din siyang, let's just say, self-innovation. So meron ng mga nag-exist na elements inside me. So that's community development, which is my skill set, and then youth leadership stuff, mga stuff that you learn from that confidence, especially when you didn't come from a privileged background, diba? So parang you only learn all of these things, being confident, talking to other people along the way, and then you build that up over time. And I think that's the big thing about having youth leadership as your foundation. You also, diba, parang yun, hone your soft skills. And then the other element that exists within me, kung nag-innovate ako sa sarili ko, would be my stint as a government employee. So when I worked at the Department of Social Welfare. So that also gave me naman the inside sort of bureaucracy. You know, so stuff na you thought na government is slow, government is this, government is that. When you're inside the bureaucracy itself, you actually see the beauty of it. I mean, like, no sweat, parang you think yung mga parang slow, I suppose, seasoned people in government, you'd appreciate them kasi the wisdom, etc. But then at the same time, while you're there, you're also like a bright millennial, diba, na maraming iniisip. So if you clash that together, medyo mahirap, right? So parang in combination with that, when I was naman with AYC, you were already experimenting with chatbots. So parang all of these elements inside me, suddenly there was a call for UNDP Hack Society 2018. So the elements just came together, and when there was a call for governance, immediately it was like, why are we not applying technologies like chatbots, etc., and AI, etc., to government? So that was how it came to be. And then I called a friend, parang a friend from University of Sydney. Hi, Fatima. Baka nandyan ka. I sent her the link. Yun, I called her and then told her na, Fatima, do you want to make an essay together for this one? And then, pero kailangan daw may team. So then I began calling people from the youth leadership network then that you meet along the way. And then suddenly, they said yes. So now we have a business person, finance person, we have a computer science person, comms person, and then you have a team. So ito na yung team for Hack Society. So ganun siya kabilis na nangyari. And then fortunately after that, ayun nga, so pinalad naman na we won the hack, and actually Aya was there. So Aya was actually our mentor during the Hack Society. So she commented on the very, very, very early stages of AI for Gov. So ayun, so I'll stop there muna kasi yun yung, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So jumping off from that, yung foundation no nung AI for Gov, I remember kasi yung Hack Society is like a hackathon, no? There was a problem where you're gonna hack it. And interesting yung AI for Gov. So now, tell us how from that early stages, from zero to like, Fatima Gao ba ang friend natin?
Yes. Oh, you're friends with her. Fatima, yung beses na mention yung
friend ko rin.
Right, okay. Yeah, so tell us now, nasaan na yung AI for Gov? How are you collaborating with LGUs?
Right. So maraming kasi very rich yung stories ng AI for Gov, no? So actually we're not even 1 year old pa kasi at that time when we joined Hack Society, may work pa din ako doon, so I was still doing that. So we started thinking na mag-full-time na tayo, para mag-resign na tayo, mag-full-time na tayo. June 2019, when we received an acceptance letter sa Asian Institute of Management AIM Incubator, dun sa open mentorship program nila. So suddenly, now we have an office, we have mentors, and then parang we're young. So parang, and it looks like may potential naman tong idea na to. That was after the stint in Hanoi as well, na we presented it into a bigger population, get affirmation from the international community to continue. So all of that, parang we just took the time na okay, full-time na natin to, mukha namang meron tong hinaharap at may office space. So So I think that was the breaking point. And then yun, na-convince na si Julius. Si Julius is a co-founder of AI for Gov and really the man behind, the brain behind the technology. So he's very brilliant. So I always call him Jay Wozniak. So kasi nga ganun yung relationship naming dalawa na he creates yung vision. So puro ko vision and then he creates everything. So that was the ayun. Asa na tayo? So sorry yung tanong. Yeah, okay, sorry. Ayan. So
The team, how are you now collaborating with LGUs?
yeah, right. So from there, without a 1 year, para hindi pa kami nakaka 1 year, what happened was we first began experimenting with local government. So meron kaming first local government, yung Carmona, Cavite, na yung teammate namin, also a co-founder, si Charm, is head dun sa information office nila. So what happened was, nagkaroon kami ng insight, she was part of the Hack Society event. Nagkaroon kami ng insights on, as an information officer sa isang local municipality, how are you interacting with your citizens? So apparently, and this is true across a wide range of cities and municipalities, they communicate via Facebook Messenger. So Facebook pages. So that's an emerging thing dun sa how local governments communicate with their citizens directly. However, meron drawback kasi dahil walang structure yon, sobrang dami nung mga pumapasok na messages at lahat yon kailangan mong i-resolve, and she said na yung data 30 to 50 queries a day. So that takes up a lot of time kasi itatanong mo pa and then itatanong sa kabila and itatanong hanggang sa marating yung sagot dun sa katanungan. So but these things can be easily automated by simple, ubiquitous tool na among millennials like chatbot. So that's how it started. So we did an audit of their communications, what they receive. We segmented it na ano ba yung nare-receive nyo na queries, ganyan. And then from there, bigla na lang siya. Again, this is less than a year. And then suddenly, we have a partnership with the whole DILG Region 4A to do research on AI sa Region 4A municipalities. And then we started doing naman negosyo center bots. So doon naman yung naging focus namin. And then, after that, nag-experiment na kami with Carmona. Like we had this whole AI experiment design kung saan nagpalit ng skills yung mga enumerators from enumerating survey, diba, tablets or by paper, to enumerating or parang sensing the sentiments of the people through bots and giving access to municipal services and direct feedback through the bots. And then we experimented on that. We had phases. And then, so yun yung parang ginagawa namin prior to this. And then come January, sorry, medyo mahaba yung kwento. Come January, biglang nangyari yung Taal eruption. So suddenly, we pivoted from municipal service bot to negosyo center bot to Taal emergency response bot. So we actually did that very, very quickly. Within 3 days since nag-erupt meron na kaming deployed bots, and then we were giving it dun sa frontliners in Cavite and Batangas to, yun, so nandun kami. And then before ECQ naman, we were scheduled to deploy the bots sa evacuation centers 3rd week of March. And then COVID happened 2nd week of March. So we pivoted ulit kasi hindi na, parang tapos na yung, parang hindi na, we have to respond ulit dun sa disaster. So we pivoted again, and then we recreated COVID bots. And then that's when we got connected, thanks then to ASEC Chris. We got connected with DOH, and then we presented the bot, and then everything, the rest of it was history.
Okay.
Good.
I-break down natin ngayon, Lei, yung sa DOH. Kasi yun yung pinaka-timely ngayon. Pero sobrang ganda and bilis nung journey nung AI for Gov. So ngayon nasa DOH kayo. And yun nga parang overwhelmed sa data kasi daily may mga data na pumapasok. Tapos ang dami pang confused lahat ng lahat ng tao kung paano intindihin yung mga data. Tapos may science jargons pa, medical jargons pa. So overwhelmed yung buong system natin. So first and foremost, sabi mo nga, di ba, nagaling kang DSWD. So naiintindihan mo yung bagal ng bureaucracy. Pero in this time of a pandemic, while engaging with DOH, nakakausap kita bahagya, di ba, nung sinisimulan nyo kausapin yung DOH, how was it? Parang were they really open to partner with groups outside?
Oh, very, very, very open, actually. They incredibly open and incredibly fast. So actually, that's the truth. Parang when we got introduced to DOH, everything went so quickly. Now within, I think that was a Sunday. Parang Saturday, we thought of doing it. Sunday, we had a product. Monday, we got connected with DOH. By Wednesday, the MOA of AI for Go was at the desk
Wow.
of right, meron ng MOA, meron ng concept note, meron ng chatbot, meron ng process flow. Very quick, within 3 days. So we were so happy. We were like, the whole team was on fire. Parang nag-program lang kami 48 hours straight, walang tulugan, hindi ako naligo for like 3 days. Ganun ka high yung time na yun. And then after that, that's when the bureaucracy kicked in. And then marami palang offers then sa table, sa DOH noon. So then there were other tech startups on the table. We have big technology companies as well, etc. And then that's when bureaucracy had to kick in, because when there are many people present on the table, you need to have guidance. You need to have to ensure na ganyan na parang tama yung process, na due diligence, etc. And I think that's when it became more bureaucratic, at least in our experience. So I might be wrong, pero just DOH themselves, they were super fast, they were super responsive, and I had nothing to say but just positive stuff. And then I think, it's the nature of the bureaucracy, kasi tama din, kasi it's their responsibility to put guidance. Daming offers, how would you say na, oh, we'll go with AI for Gov kasi nauna sila, but as government, you would have to maximize the resources and the offers available, and that's when it becomes a little bit more yun.
Yeah. Okay, so Lei, let's zero in on the project. Because I know, ang lawak ng response to COVID-19, ang daming points for intervention. So tell us, saang segment kayo ng COVID-19 response nag-act on AI for Gov? Specifically with the project for Kira, the chatbot.
Right. So what we wanted to do was invest in rich data. So yun yung, kasi nakita naman natin na when left alone, eto yung mangyayari. Na hanggang ngayon, actually, it's still chaotic, right? So what we did then was, March 15, we had like a 5-point vision with the team na hindi lang siya about making a bot or making a triage system. But since the beginning, we had an end-to-end vision of how rich data could be used through predictive modeling. So that was really the end in mind kaagad siya from day one. And then, of course, in order to reach that, yun yung mga nitty-gritty stuff. So we first started with the digital triage system kasi yun yung pinakamadali. You just have to deconstruct the algorithm and then program it. So yun yung pinakamadali. And then after that, of course, walang kwenta yung digital triage kung sasabihin nila lang sa'yo whether or not you're high risk or not high risk, right? Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, we've already imagined that data, the self-reports, would go to local governments, and from local governments, they would action it. It will get mapped. There will be ways for people to be responded to using different techniques and mapping, AI, etc. And then in the end, then you have basis to do predictive modeling. Kasi right now, we have a lot of models, and like what our mentor said, none of them agree dito sa mga models na to. And then, but at the end of the day, we have to make an action. Kasi trash in, trash out, and the data that we have that's it. So that's why, kahit na nangyari yun in the beginning, we are still hoping, or at least the vision is still that we are reinvesting on the foundational ones that would eventually, in time, di ba, parang yung ng COVID, would also give us better quality data.
Okay. Lei, di ba there was a time nung start, we were calling it PUIs, PUMs, tapos nang suddenly naging suspect. Yeah. Iba lahat. So, ano yung naging flexibility nung team ninyo para baguhin lahat yung laman nung sa bot ninyo? Okay, nawala siya. Babalik siya in a few. Okay.
Pakita natin, Jules, yung full screen na to.
Sige. Isunod ko na rin yung isa para mas mabilis. Sige, itong
So again, Lei was explaining how Kira, the Contra COVID-19 app, was born. Ayan. So that was in collaboration among different different entities actually. So one of the collaborators is AI for Gov, a tech startup focusing on participatory governance. So what you see on your screen is how they applied innovation to the COVID-19 response.
Ayan. Marami pa actually yung slides na pwede natin pakita, pero nakakatuwa. It looks complicated, no? Well, it is complicated, pero dito siya nagme-make sense eh, pag nakikita mo siya in structure. And so basically, it's more on, as far as I understand it, it's more on bridging, di ba? Bridging people to the agency itself on how to understand the data, on how to report specifically. Kasi 'di ba maraming may mga nako-confuse kung paano ba sila makakapag-report sa DOH mismo. So this chat box is the parang front line on the tech side area, 'di ba? Parang ganoon siya eh. Ito yung unang kakausapin mo kung paano nga ba yung magiging interaction, paano yung magiging response ng DOH doon sa mga problems or symptoms na kinakaharap ng mga possible na mga hindi victims, patients ng COVID.
So these slides were prepared also like to lay down the foundation in the context in which Kira, the COVID-19 app, was formulated or was designed.
Yeah.
So Lei, is Lei there?
Wala pa
Is she
sila.
back?
Not yet.
Okay, let's jump on the next slide. Let's show the people how yung Kira, the DOH slide, the green one.
She's here. Hi,
There. Ayan, nawala pala ako. Sorry, I thought I was still there. Ayun. So yung slides actually na pinakita, yan yung parang top level na concept on how bots, data mining, and different ways of getting data can reveal different better insights. Yon. Pero this is actually from a different project then. Pero COVID can still be related to it. So balik tayo kay Kira. Yan.
So kunin ko si Kira slide Yun ba yung green? Ay.
Yan.
This one.
Yan. So that's
I-zoom ko lang. Go ahead. Okay, so ano yung pinaka-features ni Kira?
Ayan. So, nakita pa rin ba ako? Ayan.
Yes, sir.
Ayan. So, si Kira, actually, she exists in both Messenger and Viber. So, dahil naging partners din natin si Facebook and Viber and Aya.ai, dito sa project na to on making the bots. Ang features ni Kira is self-check. So, yung digital triage na yun yung nakadugtong si if you play the video. Nape-play ba yung video?
Ay, hindi ngayon. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yan. So, sige, explain ko na lang. So, dito, makakita tayo ng cards. Tapos, dun sa cards na yun, merong bite-sized information on COVID, what to do, ano yung sintomas, ano yung gagawin, about COVID. Tapos, testing din. So, yung mga information na maaaring overwhelmed yung mga tao. And then, if they access Kira, yung mga key information, naka-design na doon for them. So, yun yung isang part. Kasi Kira was designed for inclusivity. So, this is the reason why very important yung role ng free data ni Facebook. Kasi this actually gives access to low-income households na walang connectivity. And then, at the same time, we're also talking with Globe and Smart to zero rate the applications for Kira para mas madaming mga tao yung makapag-self-check. So yun talaga yung direction ng AI for Gov and Aya. And this is the reason why we focus on bots and not on mobile applications. Kasi pag mobile applications, divisive ka agad yun actually. Kasi yung phone specs mo, yung internet, so yun yung mga ganon. With bots kasi, and then we've proven this with different studies na ginawa din namin with UNDP and our own case studies na highly correlated ang low-income households connectivity to free data. And then if we hack that part, then mas marami kang mabibigay na information. Yun. And then, feature din niya is fact check. So ito yung AI part. This is naman powered by Google and Senti AI. So they did the knowledge base for this one. So siya yung knowledge mapping na yun yung sumasagot. And then it learns along the way. So ngayon, it's still learning. Pero eventually naman, it would understand more intent dun sa questions.
Yeah. So, walk us through a sample scenario. For example, for listeners, how would they get to access or use and talk to Kira?
Okay.
For a sample scenario, for example.
So let's say on Facebook muna. So if they go to the Department of Health page and they talk to the Department of Health, nakatira dun si Kira. So if you if you click get started, makakausap mo na si Kira on Facebook. Tapos makakita siya ng cards doon, pwede niyang piliin yung self-check. So pag pinili niyo yung self-check, ibabato siya ng app dun sa Contra COVID digital triage site. So doon, pwede niya malagay yung sintomas niya, mild, severe, vulnerabilities, exposure, and then bibigyan ka ng provisional assessment ng application. When your LGU is live with Kira, yung sinubmit mo na yon na self-assessment, makakarating straight to the portal of your local government. Let's say this is Carmona, Cavite. So nakalagay na doon sa Carmona, Cavite. So mapipay, maninotify yung health office na may nag-self-report. Pag tinignan ko, ako naman yung ako yung doctor doon, makikita ko yung number ng pasyente, then I can contact the patient, to check na may severe symptoms ka ba talaga. So kung ganun yung case, then ma-actionan ka agad ng local government unit and then may inform si participant. And then let's say nagkaroon ng pagbabago sa sintomas ni participant. So dati may lagnat lang siya, ngayon meron na siyang difficulty breathing. So the SMS that was sent to confirm the case of the person, may link doon to update the case. So then, yun, kapag nag-develop yung symptoms mo, pwede mong i-update and then again, manonotify si local government unit mo. So if you can imagine, if all people have access to this, mas madali natin matatrack, ma-isolate, at ma-respondan yung mga cases. Kasi ngayon medyo random, di ba? Depende sa LGU at depende sa mga pangyayari. So, yun.
Okay, I'm trying to to share screen para makita natin yung pag-ano mismo. Okay lang ba? Para mas ma-visualize ng mga viewers natin.
How it works.
Yung video mismo, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, while you're preparing, Jules, no? Lei, tell us sino-sino yung key players and stakeholders in making an innovation like this, for example, perform at its optimal level. So you have DOH, you have you as the one really in charge of the innovation itself, AI for Gov. And then you have the LGUs. Who else? Ano pa yung mga kailangan nating key players to be on board to support this?
So definitely, the maintenance of the technology partner. So it's not just AI for Gov, actually. It's also AYA and Senti AI now working together in this project. And then after that, you have your local government units and then the healthcare workers, your BERTs, yung mga BERTs, barangay healthcare workers who would confirm the symptoms. So yun yung kadugtong. And then actually, yung new update for this is we are now in talks with the World Health Organization, who's also helping the Department of Health Epidemiology Bureau dun sa new system with COVID Kaya. So we're now on the works dun sa pag-i-integrate ng COVID Kaya at Contra COVID because these are both DOH applications. So it lives and it is owned by DOH. So yun yung integration na mangyayari. And then once that happens, magli-link yung mga lab tests dun sa mga publicly self-reported tests. So magkakaroon ng alignment dun sa yun. So there is hope. Yun. So we are working non-stop every day. Kaya I hope na, yeah.
Tapos ang galing, no? Talagang kahit you're from Vietnam, talagang through technology, pwede siyang mapagsabay-sabay and ma-access yung mga innovations. Anyway, pwede na natin i-full screen to. I-walk through mo kami, Lei.
Ayan, sige.
Sana hindi yung mga messages ko. Okay. Ayan, so ito Taglish. So ayan, nagpakita na, hi, ako si Tira. Okay. So ibaba ko lang, Lei.
Yes, sige.
Okay. Ano ang matutulong sa'yo? So may mga iba-iba. Ito ba yung sinasabi mo, Lei, na...
Ayan. Yan. Kapag pala clinic mo yung statistics dyan, bibigyan ka niya ng snapshot ng kung ano yung nasa contra-COVID tracker. Sige, try natin.
Makikita niyo pa ba ito? Hindi na?
Kita naman.
Okay.
Okay. Meron na ba lumabas?
Ito. Ayan.
Ayan. So, yan yung snapshot na you can zoom in. So, yan yung mismong contra-COVID tracker snapshot at the time. So, yan.
This was yesterday, okay?
Yeah.
So, ito yung pinaka-comprehensive na no?
Yeah. Snapshot lang yung bibigay sa'yo para you don't have to go to the site na kung gusto mo lang makita yung parang latest na case. So, that's...
I go back to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, that's the COVID statistics. That's next naman, self-check.
Self-check yan. So, if you go to self-check,
mas mabilis ang internet dyan sa Vietnam, no?
actually, may problem din sila kasi nagkaroon yata ng nakat yung cable, yung underground cable or something.
Baka may nag-cut na bansa, alam mo na. Joke lang. Ayan, self-check. Tapos, click ko lang, no?
Yes.
Okay, so dadalhin ako dito. Sana makita nyo at naglo-load.
Ayaw ng internet mo. Joke lang.
Thank you, Globe.
Ayan. So, yan yung umpisa niya. Ayan. So, parang yan na yung terms of use niya. And then, kunwari, nabasa mo na yung privacy policy. Pero ba
okay, triage na.
Ayan. So, yung self-assessment. So, mild.
Dapat kasi baka okay lang.
Ayun. Sige, go. Go ahead. Lalagyan lang natin ng test.
Wala siya nabanggit.
Ayan.
Okay, next.
Severe symptoms.
Okay.
Di akma ang pag-iisip.
Napaisip ako.
Ito,
Pagkalito. Nakakatakot, paranoid yun. Vulnerability.
vulnerabilities mo, Jules. Ilagay mo na dyan. Anong vulnerabilities mo?
Wala naman.
Pregnancy.
Nako. Eyo. May exposure.
Ayan. Ito namang exposure, may tatlo kasi sa algorithm ng DOH. Exposure by residence, exposure by travel, at exposure by contact. So dito, sige, you can put anything. Pero if you click it, may mga hidden stuff na lumalabas din dyan. So, sige, sample. Ayan. So, pwede mo ilagay yung location mo kung bumiyahe ka sa
Queens. Quezon City. Click.
Ayan. Yan. Ayan. Tapos sige, go ahead. Kung meron pang iba na applicable, you can click it. Pag wala na, we can move. And then dito sa karagdagang impormasyon, you can put other symptoms na nararamdaman mo na gusto mong malagay. At pwede mo actually mag-send ng video. So let's say, gusto mong medyo telemedicine peg, pwede kang mag-send ng video. We saw a lot of people sending videos din for their municipal health. Ayan. So you can put names, yan, mobile number, and then kapag ka nag-generate ka ng result,
mag-generate ako ngayon?
Up to you. Pwede mo lagay test lang muna and then random stuff.
Ganyan, test?
Yan, test. Para madaling makita na. Test lang yun.
Ito, required to, no?
Oo, required siya lahat kasi mas mapapadali sa DOH.
Paano to? Year lang?
Year lang. So we don't need the birthday.
Number?
Sige, Jules. Ilagay mo na yung number mo.
Sige. Ayan.
NCR. Ayan.
Ang mga information.
Ayan.
Which is 2. Okay na.
Hindi, hanggang barangay level yan. City municipality. Yan.
Ay, anong mali ko?
Ay, hindi ko pa nakakapaglagay ng city.
Ah, okay.
Ayan. City,
yan.
barangay level siya kasi sa LGU to eh. Ayan. Tapos, pili ka lang ng random barangay.
Okay, kung saan man.
Oh, no.
I-improve pa namin yun. Sige, generate result. Ayan. Ano pa
May
siya?
kulang to ata.
May kulang ka pa ba?
I-test ko lahat to.
Ay, wala kang last name. Test.
Okay.
Yan.
Oh, naku, saan pa ako nagkulang?
99.
Guiang.
Ilagay ko na nga lang.
Alam niya na ano. Alam niya na
Alam niya na fake person ka.
hindi naman required yung middle name.
Lagyan mo na ng, oh no.
Ay, kulang pa rin.
Nag-lag na siya. Baka can you check your birthday? Yung birth year. Tama ba? 1991.
Tama naman. Baka I don't exist. Baka alam niyang mali yung address ko.
Not sure. Or baka nag-update sila ngayon kasi magme-midnight na.
Ah, oo nga, no. Usually midnight.
Yeah, midnight kasi.
Anyway, balikan na lang natin yung part na yan.
Sige. Or pwede mo i-refresh din.
Ayan. So that's a walkthrough of the, when you
May
come to,
game.
and you can have your self-assessment. So yan po ang itsura ng self-assessment. If you will select, self-assessment mo, self-check. Ayan. Self-check.
Ano tong game na to?
Pwede kang may quiz. So it's a contra-COVID quiz. Pwede kang mamili ng...
Bakit natin subukan ang inyong kaalaman? Pumili ng set. Hala, bawal mangopya. Okay. Set A. O, Iya, sagutin mo.
Hindi ko nababasa.
Talaga? Masilate masyado.
Ito ay tungkol sa COVID-19 preventive measures, do's and don'ts. Piliin ang letra ng mga dapat nating gawin ngayong panahon ng COVID-19. Ano yung number 1? A. Ginagamit ang kamay para takpan ang bibig habang umuubo. Or B. Ginagamit ang siko o manggas ng damit para takpan ang bibig habang umuubo. Letter B.
Yes.
Di ba ang sagot? Yay! Correct. Okay, next question. Ako naman sasagot. Naglaro na lang. Okay, number 2. Sumusunod sa social distancing tulad ng pag-maintain ng 1 metrong distance mula sa ibang tao. B. Pakikisalamuha sa mga tao at pakikipagsiksikan sa mga taong lugar. Siyempre gusto ko yung B. De, joke lang. Ayan. So I guess
Ayan.
marami matutunan tungkol sa COVID-19 is the time. Ang dami pa. May site pa, Healthy Pilipinas site. Magtanong sa akin. Magtanong sa FAQs. Okay? Tumulong. Nice.
Pag hindi po kayo makatulog, kausapin niyo si Kira at matutulong kayo ng mga bagong trivia and FAQs tungkol sa COVID-19 pandemic.
Enjoy naman.
Yes.
Okay. So, ano ang timeline nyo for this? Of course, hindi naman natin alam kung hanggang kailan to. Yung resources ba na napaprovide ng DOH would suffice until when this would run?
Actually, lahat to ay voluntary na work from us, pero supported ng partners like Plan International and UNDP para sa pagmomobilize sa mga local governments. So, very mission-driven tong work na to. So, we've all give our resources and time for free sa DOH.
See, may ambag. Si Lei ay may ambag din. Kasi yan, isa sa mga pinag-uusapan natin sa QuaranTALK ang mga ambag ng mga tao sa COVID-19 response. So now, Lei, maybe you can talk to us now about some innovations that you see amid this pandemic. And maybe paint a picture of how how easy it can be for people to come up with new solutions to the current problems that we have.
I think sa beginning, madaming innovations na nag-pop up from different groups. We've seen a lot of applications, 'di ba? From kunwari sa Singapore din, merong trace together app, and then ginaya din yun dito sa Pilipinas. We have different apps related to contact tracing in the beginning, and then um, ano pa ba, yung sa mga academias, 'di ba? Nag-release din ng madaming application. So I think the reflection here is kapag ka merong mataas na demand or mataas na need, yung ingenuity ng mga Pilipino will always be there. Yun. So I think yun muna. But just to end yung kanina ko, it's really a super teamwork. So this is built by the hard work of the team, especially like si Noel Garcia, if you're here. Ayan, so siya ang man behind Contra COVID din, na hindi yan natutulog. Every day meron siyang innovation, self-innovation din. So I think that's what I appreciated dito sa buong development na to. We've also learned everything along the way, and we've innovated within ourselves, di ba? Within the elements of ourselves. And yung grit talaga that it took to make this happen was serious. So,
Okay. Leo, on the last note, no, as we wrap up, of course, most likely, I assume, na maraming mga tao, lalo na mga kabataan, they would realize na malaki na talaga yung role ng tech at lahat ng mga advancements sa society, particularly sa governance, civil society, and private sector. How would you encourage them on siguro risking? Kasi kanina, yun yung tumatak sa akin sa interview na you had to resign to your jobs. Maybe those jobs offered a sense of tenure, security sa job ninyo, but you all decided to resign. So, paano magkakaroon ng klaseng courage yung isang tao as they delve into this kind of industry?
I think you have to upskill. So I think yun yung number one. You have to upskill. Hindi lang siya basta, I'm young, mag-resign na ako. So hindi siya ganun ka-simple. I think you at least need to reach parang a point of confidence dun sa skill set that you have to go through, kasi otherwise you're risking too much. And then build a team. So kasi your di ba, the portfolio sort of diversifies the risk, na di lang ikaw yung walang trabaho, sila din. So, hindi. Pero yung time and skills that yun, kasi innovation is really collisions, di ba? Collisions of different ideas, collisions of different disciplines. So, yun. And then, do it on the side, so I suppose. So, you can still have your job kasi kailangan mo ng sense of security. Hindi naman tayo lahat ay mapalad. So, ako din, marami akong sideline. So, I do training for Facebook. Yun. So, yung mga sideline ko para may income. Yun. Tapos, yun, habang binibuild mo yung passion project mo or whatever you want to do, hanggang to the point na maayos na yung business model mo at buo na yung product mo enough for you to, okay, I'm just gonna do full-time now.
Yeah. Thank you, Lei, for sharing. And yeah, it gave us a glimpse on, what goes on behind these applications. Even, DOH and the massive data that they have to crunch, every day. And thank you, Lei Motilla of AI for Gov, for being with us tonight sa QuaranTALK.
Thank you so much, Lei. See you soon, pag pwede na.
Thank you, Jules and Aya. Paano yun? QuaranTALK? Ganyan, QuaranTALK.
Sana makauwi ka na.
Yes, sana din.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Vietnamese coffee na lang.
Bye-bye.
Alam mo kayo. Live pa sinabi. Bye-bye. Okay.
Alright. Yeah, Jules, I like all the insights, even the personal sharing of Lei on, she had to innovate within herself, and it's about assessing what you have. When we ask ourselves and even people, what can you do in response to whether pandemic yan, kahit anong crisis, or ano man nangyayari sa paligid natin, you kind of have to ask, what can you do? And you start with, assessing what you have as a person. And in Leigh's case, she had this background, the soft skills from youth leadership, and then the exposure to technology and innovations. And it's just, I think it's a matter of time na nag-come together yon. And yeah, we're grateful for people like Lei and the people behind the Contra COVID app for volunteering. I didn't know that they are doing this for free, their time and their resources, although they're supported by partners. Also, Jules, allow me to give a shout out also to some institutions who are supporting innovations, not just through this pandemic, but even before. So we had UNDP, City Foundation. We also have AIM supporting startups and social enterprises. So yeah, and these entities, when they come together, they can farm, greater solutions to current problems.
Tapos for people or yung mga kabataan na minsan frustrated about the connection of their undergrad courses to what they're doing currently, parang don't limit yourselves doon, 'di ba? Kasi like Lei, 'di ba? She graduated social development, community development from CSWCD sa UP. Pero right now, 'di ba? She's doing tech, she's doing governance stuff. So, yun nga, pwede mo siyang ma-drive Kasi yung perspective ni Lei, nag-usap kami before nung nag-Bangkok kami for a UN event. Sabi niya, nagagamit niya yung community dev perspective niya para mas grounded yung mga ginagawa nila, which is very true. Kasi minsan may mga policies, ako from public ad naman ako, kapag policies yung pinag-uusapan mo, more on macro lagi yung perspective mo. So maganda dito na mi-meet niya, nagja-drive niya with the real needs of the community. So, kaya naman siguro talagang very successful itong mga outputs nila Lei.
Yeah. Oo. Also, kagaya ng sinabi mo, no, it's about finding the right people to supplement your skills. Kasi whatever it is that you're lacking, and you need to make things happen, if you can find the right people to work with you, nandun yung skills and resources that you would need. So, I guess we'll go back to collaborations and partnerships also to make things happen. And with that, we're gonna talk about this Ambag, diba? This contribution that is also born out of collaboration. This is a partnership collaboration among different celebrities. This is Shop and Share Auction. So Shop and Share Auction was started by philanthropist and celebrity Angel Locsin, along with other celebrities like Ann Curtis. They are doing this online auction of some of their personal items for a fundraising initiative to help Filipinos who need financial support to get tested for COVID-19. So yeah, funds raised will help cover the expense of the testing kits, and especially for the underprivileged that are affected by this pandemic. So if you would like to see some of the items and if you would like to support this initiative, you can head to the Facebook page Shop and Share Auction, and their website is also launching soon. It's shopandshare.store. Yeah. So again, if you're just interested, in some of the personal belongings of your favorite celebrity, head on to Shop and Share Auction because they might be part of it. And if they're not, message them online and ask them to maybe join this initiative. Yeah, Jules?
And sobrang dami talaga maambag ngayon. Pero syempre, isa pang ambag na gagawin din naman ng QuaranTALK bukas ay magkakaroon ng online concert in collaboration with some groups in the UK. Like Busy Remit and Simply C Events. Okay, so bukas po yan at 7:30 p.m. here in the Philippines and 12:30 noon p.m. in the UK. So I'll be hosting this tomorrow. So Mitoy will be there, the first winner of The Voice here in the Philippines, together with other performers pa. And this is for the benefit of our Filipino frontliners working in the UK kasi hardly hit ang Filipino community doon hindi lang pala nababalita masyado, pero medyo marami-rami na sa kanila ang infected at marami na rin ang namatay. So para yan sa mga frontliners natin sa UK.
Yeah, shout out to my Lola if you're watching. I don't know if you're watching. My Lola's in the UK. She's over 70 years old. So they're not allowed to go out. So her friends had to do her groceries for her. So yun, medyo malaki ang hit sa UK in Europe. So yun, isa rin sa mga concerns, no? And we hope to see the end of this pandemic soon. So yeah, that's it for our QuaranTALK tonight. Guys, if you also want to partner with us for some of your events, initiatives, or any other crazy ideas or innovation you may have and you think we can support you, just reach out to us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is QuaranTALK. And you can also email us, quarantalkonline@gmail.com. Jules?
Yeah. Yeah, we go live here on Facebook on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 p.m. We don't know until when, pero until we're happy doing it, we'll do it.
It's a passion project nga ito.
Yeah.
Kaya nga pinili.
Yeah, tapos yung mga tatanong din ano yung bilog sa likuran namin, pati sa likuran ni Ea. It's the SDG wheel. Okay, Sustainable Development Goals. Kung interested kayo malaman, you can Google it and you can join us, the 2030 Youth Force in the Philippines.
Kala ko i-recite natin yung 17. Okay. Next time. Alright. So yeah, kita-kita ulit tayo guys dito sa Daldalang Walang Curfew.
Usapang di nalalockdown, ito ang
QuaranTALK. Jules?
Yeah. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jules Guiang.
Yeah, and connect with me on Twitter at @ea_Antonio and on Instagram at @ea_Antonio. See you guys. See you on Monday. Happy weekend.
See you tomorrow. 7:30 p.m. Bye-bye.